Hi, this is Diana Zinal with the Franklin County Chamber of Commerce, wanting to do another video to reach out to members and people in our community. We wanted to talk about restaurants this time, and I couldn't think of anyone better to do that with than Chip Kloc, owner of the Whately Inn. Hi, Chip.
Hi, Diana.
Thanks for coming on. You know, the Whately Inn, of course, is a landmark here, right? It's a treasure. It's sort of where we all go to celebrate things. I think probably most people who watch this video will have been there for an anniversary, birthday party, retirement party, maybe to get engaged. That happens a lot there, right?
Yep. Yes, it does.
So romantic and cozy there, and of course the food is totally outstanding. So Chip, you grew up in the business. And I'm sure you've seen a lot of ups and downs. I'm sure it probably doesn't compare to anything else. And I just wanted to, first of all, give you a minute to talk about the Whately Inn because, you know, as I said, it's an absolute landmark here. But also maybe to talk about how, you know, how this has affected you, and how you guys are adjusting.
Well, we've been there. Me and my dad this time has been there for 40 years. Him and his father owned it in the 60s to 1971 also. So technically we've been there since 1963 with a little break in between. But nothing is compared to this. I mean, we've seen so much. You know, we even had a fire in '84. And I mean, that is as close as I can say it compares, but that's only my personal business that it was affected then. My employees were affected and stuff like that, but nothing like this, you know. There's no end in sight that I see right now. We all hope for a new day, and we keep postponing that day we can open, or we think we can open. But it's, you know, I mean, again, we've been there 40 years, so we're, you know, we can hold our own for a little while, not forever, but we can do for a little while.
Well, so, thank gosh, that you can. You know, the other thing that I wanted to, I thought you would be a great person in the restaurant sector to talk to, is because initially the Whately Inn made the very difficult decision to close. You know, probably the appropriate decision at the time to close. You know, I recently saw a post that you're going to start to do takeout. I think it's going to start at the end of next week. And so you're going to now enter this next phase of businesses that are trying to adapt to this curbside and this takeout. The Whately Inn is certainly not a takeout restaurant typically.
No, it's not. I mean, we've never really promoted it. You know, people have done takeout, and we do takeout in regular times of business, but it's nothing we promote. Each dinner is going to come with 5 boxes, you know, because we're all inclusive. And I just couldn't think of the logistics of it. But talking to my distributors, talking to my employees, which the employees put in a big part of this, a lot of information from them, a lot of ideas. So I think we're going to move forward with it and give it a try. I can't say if it's going to go on for as long as we're going to have to be closed, but we're going to try. I mean, we're going to see if it works and see if we have a good response. And I'm pretty sure we are going to have a good response. But I want to see if it sustains and keeps going. I just can't, you know, have a good response for 2 weeks. You know, and it's, you know, it's going to be limited. I mean, right this week or next week, we're going to have 9 items out of 24 that we normally have on our menu. But we picked out the most popular ones, I think, and we'll go from there. We'll see what happens.
I took a peek at the online menu that you posted with, you know, the reduced menu. I think you made great selections. I'm glad you have the scalloped brochette on there because I really want to live without those for much longer. They're so good. And of course, you know, the au gratin potatoes. What's that?
We might change that. We'll still be on there, but we might also offer it as a dinner. But we'll see on Monday. We'll have a new post and I just gotta, what's the biggest part that I've had? I never had to order 5 days in advance to get product because the distributors aren't keeping it in stock. They're taking orders and then filling all those orders and then delivering them, which is completely different than what was before. So I think that's the biggest logistic problem I've had.
Is it possible to ask customers to order it that far in advance? Because, we would do that. I mean, the Whately Inn has never been, well, I mean, we have gone there on the spur of the moment. The Whately Inn is more of a plan. Like you look for, like, let's do something special this weekend, kind of thing. I mean, so if you required a lead time, I know that would be fine. I think people would understand it is a different dining experience than just the average restaurant,
Yeah, we thought about that before. About the Au Gratin program that we do.
Right.
That's, came out to public this time. That's the first time in years that I ever put it out publicly.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just so much work involved, and now they're asking about Mother's Day. There's no way that I will be able to do Au Gratins and be open for dinners.
Right.
Just a big endeavor. So I don't want people to order 5 days in advance. I want people to, because if you order a beef today and you forget about that you're having it coming up, not that you forget, but you might have beef in 2 days from now and go, oh, I don't want it
Right.
again. So I want people to have that order that day, what they feel like for that day, but it could change down the road, but I think this is the way we're going to go, and I think it's going to work out fairly well.
So I'm curious what you think about, there's some talk about these phased openings and maybe getting to the point where restaurants can open, but with reduced seating inside. I'm concerned if that makes sense economically for restaurants to sort of open, but only be able to fill half their dining room.
I believe that will for a lot of restaurants and even mine, but we're thinking about, okay, so we got the main dining room. I also have a dining room upstairs. Mm-hmm. So I'll be able to do almost the same amount of people by using both dining rooms.
That's true too.
So I got that option. I know a few other restaurants will have that option also. It'll make it, more palatable, because if I just could fill just half of my downstairs restaurant, I don't know. I don't know how long we could sustain doing that too, because I'm going to be guessing on how many people I need for employees, and so I mean, there's a lot of logistics. It's going to be tough. I feel bad for restaurants that just opened within the last year or two. It's got to be so hard for them. And me and my wife and our family, we have to go or pick up curbside delivered. I'm not a big fan of the delivery companies, but because they're adding on so much fees. But the local restaurants in Northampton and Hatfield, and we've been supporting, sick of my own cooking. No.
How can that possibly be?
But yeah.
Well, we are doing the same thing. We're ordering takeout once or twice a week. We're trying to pick our restaurants really carefully based on some of what you're saying. Like, is there a new restaurant that this will really matter to? A smaller restaurant that this will really matter to, and that's how we're trying to make our selections. I can tell you that the general public is genuinely worried about your business, because we all rely on restaurants. We love to go out, whether it's a quick pizza somewhere or that special night out at the Whately Inn. It's just a way of life here. And so I think that once things can open, I think that you're going to find that there's just so much support to help restaurants of all sizes roar back. to where they were before. So,
Hope so.
and so let's talk about the Whately Inn, because, it's somewhere that we love to go. The last meal I had, Chip, before this happened was at the Whately Inn.
Yeah, that was a great night.
It was a nice night. Actually, okay, so, well, not the last night you were open, but the last meal I had. And, we were talking with Lisa, your wife, and we knew that we were going into this. We knew that this was coming, and so we made a trip over there with a friend, and had a wonderful dinner. And my plan is to have the Whately Inn be the first restaurant I go to when things open up, and we'll certainly do some takeout in the meantime. So we're looking forward to it. Will you do your cream of asparagus soup when asparagus comes out? Because
Yes, I will.
really good.
Yes, I
At
will.
least for me.
Definitely high.
The thing with the Whately Inn is everybody has their favorites, lobster bisque, the au gratin potatoes, the creamy dill dressing. So I tried to make some creamy dill dressing here at home, and it was pretty good, but it wasn't Chip Kloc good. So we really do miss the Whately Inn, and as I said, I know that everybody is missing their favorite restaurants, and we're just asking you to hang in there and know that we're all here supporting you as best we can during this sort of takeout phase, and we'll be right here waiting for you when you can get back open.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I miss Joe's Pizza, if you want to know the truth. But
that's you bring home a good point. There's so many good restaurants around here. Mesa Verde, Terrazza. I mean, I could go on and on. I don't want to name because I'll forget some, and I love them all up there. Wolfie's has one of my favorite salads.
Yes.
So, and they've decided to close. They're a business that's closed and not doing takeout. But there's so many great options here for takeout now, and certainly when we're all ready to get back on track. Now you have outdoor seating now, right?
Yes, we do. We'll have outdoor seating when we're available to do it.
Well, hopefully the timing will be such that for some of those nice summer nights, you'll get to take advantage of that. And I think that's a way that some other restaurants might respond to the limited seating as well, is maybe to create a little bit of outdoor seating depending on their particular location. But that's an option too. And we're lucky that at least seasonally, we would hope that outdoor seating would be a great option when some of these restrictions are lifted. So, Chip, hang in there. Thank you for everything you have done for this area for so long. Thanks for being our go-to special place to have a great meal and celebrate an important event. And we'll see you soon. We'll see you next week for takeout. I can guarantee you that.
Thank you.
And please hang in there. We'll see you soon. So thank you so much. And I would urge people listening to go to your Facebook page, Whately Inn Facebook page. And will you have something up on your website about your takeout menu?
I'm working on something else, so I can't cross over. We're working on ordering through our website and a link to that. So I don't want to start it with this and then go back. So we're working on that, and they're working on that website for another reason right now, so I can't do it that way, but it'll be just on Facebook now.
Excellent. Yeah, well, I mean, the Facebook page is great. It gives people a nice snapshot of what you're offering, and it's really still really varied. And as you said, some of your most famous dishes and people's favorite things are on there. And so thank you, Chip, so much. And we'll talk to you soon. We'll see you soon.
All right. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.